Welcome back to Operation Market Garden. This is a game of BBR number 3, and next to go is Russia for round 4. We're finally in the war. The Italians declared war on us last turn and took Bessarabia, and the Germans have also declared war just now and moved forward on the Eastern Front. So it's round 4. Russia finally gets to do some stuff. So we are going to do some stuff. Let's start with the purchases though. Purchases for Russia for this round will be 10 infantry in a stack of 3, or 2 stacks of 3 and 2 stacks of 2, 1 artillery, and we're also going to pop 2 of our minor industrial complexes on wheels so that we can move them backwards. So total cost for all of this stuff will be 38 IPCs all spent. Combat. We've got 5 combat moves for Russia this turn. Starting out simple, I'm just going to move this infantry from Caucasus down into northwest Iran, and that will be an auto capture. Now for the interesting stuff. As we can see, the Germans have amassed a couple of army groups here on the Eastern Front. The main one is here in East Poland, and we're not going to touch that one. We're going to go after the one in Bessarabia here. What has he got in there? We've got 10 German infantry, German fighter, a German tactical, and we're also supported there by the Italian tank and artillery. We're going to move in with basically everything we've got here in the south, and that's going to consist of, I think this is 12 infantry from western Ukraine. We're going to leave 1 infantry behind in western Ukraine, but all of the rest will be moving into Bessarabia. 12 infantry, 2 mech, 4 artillery, and of course the air gun will move during non-combat. And also from Ukraine we have 5 tanks supporting this battle, and 3 infantry and 1 fighter. The movement of 1 will have 3 movement left, all coming from Ukraine. It's about to get messy. Slightly less exciting, we have a battle in Baltic states. We're going to attack with 2 infantry from Belarus, just 2 infantry, and we're going to support this attack with 1 fighter from Leningrad. At the movement of 1 will have 4 movement left, although I put a 3 under that by mistake, since he is coming off of the airbase. Combat movement number 3 will be up in Karelia. 7 German infantry are currently in Karelia, and we will be attacking with the 3 infantry we've got in Leningrad, 1 artillery, 1 tank. Sorry, my hand is completely covering the camera there. 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank from Leningrad, the tactical, the fighter, and 1 mech from Belarus as well, moving up into Karelia. If only submarines could bombard as well. Right, that is it for the Eastern Front. And over here, we're actually going to move into Manchuria as well, taking our 18 infantry, pushing them into Manchuria, as well as the artillery and the tank. In Manchuria, we have 5 Japanese defending infantry and 1 AA gun. Hopefully it should all go well. We don't take too many casualties taking Manchuria. So which one to start off with? I say we start small and work our way up. So starting off with the battle for the Baltic states, where we have 2 Russian infantry attacking, 1 German infantry, and we also have our fighter supporting that. So These are the first dice I'm rolling this entire game. It's only taken 4 rounds, but we're finally there. 2 infantry at 1, we've got a fighter at 3, and we'll also throw in a blue dice for the German infantry on defense. I feel like my tray isn't coming out all the way. Okay. Let's do it this way. It's been so long since I rolled dice. It's crazy. I think that's how I used to have it. Okay. First round of combat. Hopefully the last, and nobody hits. So let's try again. It would be really nice to take back the Baltic states, and we do. We've got 2 hits, and the German infantry missed. So we have taken back the Baltic states from the Germans, and I update the IPC chart straight away because otherwise I forget. So Russia will go up to 34, Germany down to 43. Next battle. Let's do up here in Karelia, I think this is, and I might get the battle board out for this one. Okay, I've transferred all the pieces onto the battle board, and this is what we're looking at. I feel like this could perhaps go either way. Maybe I should have brought in some extra stuff, but I guess time will tell. So we will first of all roll for 1, 2, 3 unpaired infantry. We have the mech and the artillery paired, so they will be blue dice, and we have a fighter, a tank, and a tactical bomber boosted by the fighter. Let's roll them all together. 7 hits is what we need. I doubt we'll get that in the first round, but we do get 4, which is pretty good going, I think. 4 hits. Turning fire then for the Germans. We have 7 at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's a wash. Absolutely nothing. So not the best start there for Germany. We'll take out 4 chips, and perhaps I didn't need to bring that mech after all. So let's go again then. Once again with 3 dice at 1 unsupported infantry. We have the mech and the artillery supported, and we have a tank, a fighter, and a tactical bomber. 3 hits is now what we need, and we get 2, just 2. Three German infantry will return fire now. 1, 2, and 3. They deserve at least 2 hits here. And they get nothing once again. Man, this isn't good, you know, because the next battle is the one which really matters. I hope I'm not using up all of my luck here in this early, relatively insignificant battle. Again, time will tell. We just need 1 more hit now, so I'm going to just roll for my tactical, tank, and fighter, and we'll see if that's enough to just get the final hit. And it is. We get 2 hits, and the last German infantry will fire now at 2, and finally they do get 1 hit. Too little, too late though, I fear. So we'll take out 1 for 1 on the last round, and we will move this stuff now back to the board. Alright, so we've taken back Karelia, and I'm again going to update the IPC chart straight away because I forget. So Russia comes up to 35, Germany will come down to 42 on the chart. Reminder to land my planes. And now then, I've got the big one. Or should we save that till last? Let's do that one last. We'll do the battle for Manchuria, and I'll just get this once again on the battle board. I suppose I don't really need to, but it's good practice, so I'll do it anyway. Okay, I've moved it onto the battle board. Oh, I forgot the Japanese stuff. There we go. All right, so we've got 5 Japanese infantry and an AA gun, and we have 18 infantry, an artillery and a tank trying to take Manchuria. Oh, by the way, Japan, I declare war. You're supposed to formally declare war, I believe. So just in case that wasn't already obvious. So let's start with, we're going to do 10 at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. These are the first 10 unpaired infantry. And 1 hit. We will do that again. Wait, 10, no, we've got 5, 6, 7, yeah, 7 more, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And neats. And we have the paired artillery with the infantry and 1 tank. And my phone just stopped the video because a software update is due, so I'm sorry about that. I've postponed that. 2 more hits. That came at a bad time, as we don't want to be cutting videos halfway through a battle, but hopefully the guys trust me here. So we've got 3 hits total for the first round of combat, which feels a bit measly, but don't know. Now returning fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 infantry. For the Japanese, let's see what they get back. I can't believe this. Bessarabia is going to go horribly wrong. I can just feel it. No hits. No hits for the Japanese either. The Axis are just terrified. They're just terrified of the Russians here. 1, 2, 3. 3 out. No. AA gun and 2 infantry out. And the Russian forces are left intact. So let's try again. We need 3 hits this time. I will roll first for the tank, the artillery and 1 paired infantry. And we get 2 hits again. This tank and artillery is on fire today. So that means we just need 1 more hit, and hopefully I can do that with the infantry. So let's do 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 infantry. And 2 hits. Wonderful. Okay, well that covers that. We do need to return fire for the Japanese. The update would come at the time when I'm getting stupid luck as well. Suspicious. 3 Japanese infantry, returning fire, and 2 hits. There you go. I'm not cheating. So we've managed to wipe out the Japanese forces in Manchuria at the cost of 2 Russian infantry. So we'll take those out, and I will return this lot to the board. Just like so. And we have taken control of Manchuria for now. So we'll remove the Japanese roundel and we'll place the Russian roundel on. And again, I'll update the chart straight away here. Russia will come up 1, 2, 3 to 38. Japan down 1, 2, 3 to 44. Oh wait, it's Chinese. So scratch that. 1, 2, 3. Russia remains at 35. We've liberated that for the Chinese. I forgot. Okay, last battle, the big one, and let's get this on the battle board as well. This is a hot mess at the moment, so let's clean it up. All right, it's all on the battle board, and this is what we're looking at here. So total numbers, we have 16 Russian infantry, 4 artillery, 2 mech, 5 tanks and a fighter up against 10 German infantry, an Italian artillery, an Italian tank, a German tactical and a German fighter. And let's see how this one goes. And this turn is actually going to go on for quite a lot longer than I thought. So let's first of all roll for 14 unpaired infantry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 10 at a time, or 10 first, then 4. So here comes the first 10 at 1. And we get 1 hit. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, unpaired. And nothing. Now for the infantry and artillery. We've got 2 mech, 2 infantry, and 4 artillery. So that'll be 8 at 2 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get a 50% hit rate on that one. 4 more hits. And finally, we've got the 5 tanks and 1 fighter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 3. And that time we just get 2 hits. So total 7 hits in the first round for the Russians. Now to return fire, I'm just going to mark that with a couple of dice so I remember. So 7 hits. Now then, Germany returns fire with 10 infantry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've actually only got 9 blue dice, so I'll do 9 first. And they get quite a good hit rate there. There's 4 hits. So we've got 2 more at 2 to roll for. We've got the final German infantry, and we've also got the Italian artillery. And we'll throw in the a yellow dice for the Italian tank, a yellow dice for the German tactical, and 1 red for the German fighter. And they get 3 more hits. So actually the hit rate between the 2 groups is 7 each at the moment. 7 hits for the Russians, 7 for the Germans. So of course we'll take out 3, 6, and 7 hits for the Germans onto the infantry, and we will do the same for the Russians. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? That's probably the better way. 7 for 7 and we will continue into round 2 of combat. Whew. What have we got now? We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unpaired at 1. And that is incredible, unbelievable. We get 4 hits. This is probably the luckiest round or turn I've ever done in Axis and Allies. This is unreal. 4 hits at 1 out of 7. Crazy. We've got 4 artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got 4 or 2 mech and 2 infantry. I think we only need 3 more hits. And we get 2 more. And finally, yeah, we're going to do the tanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks and 1 fighter at 3. And we should get the hit we need. Yes, we get 2. So we get 8 hits total for round 2. Now, to return fire for the Germans, let's see how many they can bring down with them. They've got 4 at 2. We've still got the, that's what we're looking at. We've got 3 German infantry and an Italian artillery. I'm losing the ability to talk at this point. I'm also going to throw in for the tank, the tactical, and 1 red dice for the German fighter. So they're all in here. And this is the last roll for the Germans, the last rolling for this turn. And they get 3 hits on the way down. And that is a wrap. I really hope I've done this right. I got a little bit confused by the end. So, all the German stuff is dead. We need to take 3 hits of our own, so we'll take those onto infantry, of course. So 1, 2, 3. And let's return this onto the board. All right, brilliant. So Bessarabia has been liberated from control of the Italians. So Italy will go down 1 to 14, and Russia will come up 1 to 36. And I don't actually need a roundel because it's got my own thing on it. So I think that's it for all the rolling now. So let's do a couple of non-com moves. We're going to take the 2 AA guns. We've got 1 in Ukraine, 1 in Western Ukraine. And I'm going to chip them together, and they're moving into Bessarabia. Okay, 1 guy in Western Ukraine will stay where he is. From Belarus, we are going to withdraw, though I will actually leave 1 guy behind. So I'll just chip this out. We have 10 infantry in Belarus, but 9 of them will be moving away back to Smolensk. 1 will stay in Belarus. I'm going to take the 3 mech as well out of Belarus. The 2 AA guns also coming back, that's off camera slightly, to Smolensk. Joining them, the 2 tanks from Leningrad. Okay, we've got stuff up in Karelia, which is fine. We've got a tactical and a fighter that need landing. So the tactical will move to Archangel and the fighter will move to Smolensk. Yeah, and down south we have a fighter in Bessarabia that needs landing. So he will come with 3 movement left. Where's he going? think to Bryansk, and I'm going to make a slight change as well. We had 3 mech in Belarus. I'm really sorry to do this, guys. This is really annoying, but instead of moving them to Smolensk, I think actually the 3 mech that were in Belarus are coming to Bryansk as well, and the 2 tanks up in Leningrad. Instead of going to Smolensk, we're going to move them to Bryansk. So now in Smolensk, we should have 9 infantry, a fighter, and 2 AAs. And in Russia's Bryansk, we have the 2 tanks, 3 mech, and a fighter. Apologies for that. And we also have a fighter up in Baltic States that needs a landing. Nearly forgot about him. With 4 movement left, let's move him back to Bryansk as well. And over here we have 2 AA guns. They might as well join the guys in Manchuria. Don't expect they'll last very long. I'm sure I will have peed off the Japanese a little bit by doing that. So sorry about that, mate. We'll see what happens. Okay, what else is there to do? Pretty sure that is it for Russia. Quick scan of the board says yes, I think that's it. So placement of units, I suppose. I don't know actually when you're supposed to move your factories and that, but I'm going to do it now. I think that's probably when you do it. I'm going to move the Ukraine factory back to Bryansk. I'm going to move the factory in Leningrad back to Archangel. Did I get that? And I think now we can place our units. So the factories that move can only produce 2. So they'll produce 2 infantry each. So 2 infantry going to Archangel. We've got 2 infantry going into Bryansk. All right, and I think the rest will go into Moscow. So that is 6 infantry and 1 artillery, except I'm going to be annoying again and swap an infantry from here with an artillery. So the artillery will be placed in Bryansk, and we will instead place 7 infantry in Moscow. I hope that has been clear. I'll do a recap in a sec, just in case. So to collect monies then, Russia is at 36 on the chart. Okay, let me just figure this out a second. Okay, I think I've figured out what Russia should be collecting. We're at 36 on the chart. We have achieved this national objective for controlling those 3 territories. We have liberated Manchuria, so we get a one-time payment of 5. We control at least 3 of these: Leningrad, Stalingrad, and the Baltic states. We have also captured northwest Iran, so that's +2. We've actually achieved all of our national objectives all in one go. So I believe I should be collecting 51 IPCs for this turn for Russia. Okay, so let's just do a quick rundown of where all of the pieces are. So we have our 1 infantry in northwest Iran. In Bessarabia, we have 6 infantry, 2 mech. We have 5 tanks. We have 4 artillery and 2 AA guns. Western Ukraine has just 1 infantry. Bryansk, we have 1 infantry, 1 artillery. We have 3 mech, 2 tanks, and 2 fighters. Moscow, we have 7 infantry. City of Smolensk, we have 9 infantry, 1 fighter and 2 AA guns. In Belarus, we have 1 infantry. Baltic States has 2 infantry. In Archangel, we have 2 infantry, 1 tactical. In Karelia, we have 2 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 mech, 1 tank. We've still got our submarine in 127, and we still have a submarine in 114. And over in Manchuria, we have 16 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank, and 1 AA gun. Sorry, 2 AA guns. I've not been very coherent this turn, forgive me for that. Just very, very tired. But hopefully that's all made sense to the other guys. Next to go is Japan. Good luck to the chaplain. We'll be expecting you and waiting for you, and we'll be well dug in, so come and get us. But yeah, so stay tuned for that, and as always, wait, Lend-Lease. Almost forgot. There's one more dice to roll, and that is for Lend-Lease. And I can't actually remember how this works. I believe I roll 1d6, and then I get, okay, I've got it here. So I'm going to roll one die during the collect income phase, and whatever I get will be, yeah, according to this. So let's hope we get a 5 or a 6. It is a 5, and that just reinforces what I said about luckiest turn ever. I'm never normally this lucky. We're going to place a fighter in Archangel. So yeah, amazing. No limit can vouch for me there. I do not get this luck usually. A fighter in Archangel goes there as extra. So on that note, thank you for watching. Good luck to the chaplain. I hope you get nowhere near as good luck as I just got there, because that was insane. And as always, yeah, cheers. Thank you for watching. Take it easy.